Coca-Cola, Hoosier Tire, Marion's University Ancilla College, First Federal Bank, Big Coffee, McDonald's, Absolute Plumbing, Heating and Cooling, Bourbon Street Pizza, Culver Portside Marina, Marshall County REMC, the Pilot News Group, Marshall County Fiber, Johnson Danielson Funeral Home. The Coca-Cola pregame is up next.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki jet skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina.
Who do I perform for? I perform for all the awesome composers whose music deserves to be heard.
I perform for all the stagehands who make sure I never miss a cue.
I perform for our high school choir director who taught me to breathe from the diaphragm and sing from the heart.
Speech, debate, theater, music. The performing arts teach valuable life lessons that typically aren't taught in the classroom. They help high school students learn leadership skills that prepare them to enjoy more satisfying, productive lives.
I perform for Mrs. Evans, my high school debate coach, who has helped me become more confident than I ever dreamed possible.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high school in your community.
Hey, I got a question for you. Who will you perform for?
Time now for the Coca-Cola pregame show.
And we're live at Plymouth High School, Game 1 of the Plymouth Holiday Tournament Girls Rounds. And it'll be North Judson against Washington Township here in just about a minute. As they're going through their pregame warm-ups, we'll be ready to go. It's the Plymouth Holiday Tournament, North Judson and Washington Township, game number 1. Don't forget, coming up at 6, it'll be the Plymouth Lady Pilgrims. They'll be taking on New Prairie, and then right after that, a boys-girls doubleheader of a sort. Plymouth and New Prairie boys will play immediately after. We'll have all those games for you coming up here on Max 98.3. We'll be right back with the opening tip. You're listening to Max 98.3's Game of the Week.
Coke Zero is now Coke Zero Sugar, with great Coke taste. Some people were excited to hear the news. Some were skeptical. So we're not going to have the star of the show you're watching come out and say, "You'll love it." No special jingle written by this week's hottest pop star. No famous internet celebs who happen to be holding the label just so. Okay, maybe just one little pour shot. The only thing that will make you believe Coke Zero Sugar has great Coke taste is trying it yourself. Ice cold Coke Zero Sugar. Try one today.
MCF got its start in 2018 with one goal: bring fast, reliable fiber internet to Marshall County. Today, we offer lightning-fast speeds, equal upload and download, with no contracts and no install fees. Whether you're working from home or streaming all night, Marshall County Fiber keeps you connected. We might be the new kid on the block, but we're growing fast, just like our internet. Visit marshallfiber.com or call 574-223-2191. MCF, making rural connections possible.
Looking for a stable career in an industry that doesn't slow down? Hoosier Racing Tire in Plymouth, Indiana is seeking motivated people who believe in quality and want to work in a safe environment. With thorough training provided for all positions, no experience needed. Second, third, and weekend shift production wages start around $20 an hour, with potential at $25 an hour within a year. Quarterly bonuses, paid time off, and health insurance benefits that start on day one. Apply online at HoosierTire.com. That's HoosierTire.com. Hoosier Tire is an equal opportunity employer.
Absolute Plumbing, Heating, Cooling of Plymouth has become one of the leading service companies in northern Indiana, serving Marshall, Stark, St. Joe, Fulton, LaPorte, Elkhart, and Kosciuszko County since 2014. They specialize in residential, commercial plumbing, heating, and cooling services. They also handle drain cleaning, water heater repair, commercial refrigeration, furnaces, generators, and much more. And they're the area's only York brand dealer. That's why Michiana has made Absolute Heating and Cooling their one-stop shop for service needs. Locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience in the trade. Visit their website at absolutephc.com for complete service information. Absolute Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, the area's top York brand dealer. Here's your starting lineup brought to you by First Federal Savings.
And the starting lineup, let's start with North Judson. They'll be the visitors on the scoreboard, and it's going to be Shiloh DeBoard, Kaylin Tunis, along with Ella Chambers and Macy Morrow, the starters. Annabelle Kennedy will also be out on the floor as one of the starting five. For Washington Township, Heidi Stump, Madeline Winship, Layla Reeder, and Brooklyn Campbell, starting five, along with Caitlin Walencia. So we'll be right back with our opening tip-off. You're listening to Max 98.3's Game of the Week, the Plymouth Holiday Tournament.
When it comes to your money, you want a bank that understands you. At First Federal Savings Bank, we offer more than just a place to deposit your paycheck. We're here for you every step of your journey. Need a loan for that new dream home? We've got you covered. Looking to save for the future? Let's make it happen together. From personal banking to business banking, we offer full-service solutions tailored to your needs, online, in person, or over the phone. No matter where you are, we're with you every step of the way. First Federal Savings Bank, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best. Borrowers must meet underwriting guidelines. First Federal Savings Bank is FDIC insured and equal housing lender. NMLS number 399927.
There's a trend happening around the educational world. More and more high school graduates are attending smaller community colleges to start their educational journey. At Marian University's Ancilla College, we welcome students from all walks of life. The opportunities at Marian University are endless, from living on campus to being a collegiate student athlete. From day one, your professors will help you create a plan for a success at Marian and beyond. Find out more about Marian University's Ancilla College through our website at marian.edu/Ancilla today.
And welcome back to Plymouth High School. Plymouth Holiday Tournament action. It's North Judson and Washington Township coming up a little bit later. It'll be New Prairie and Plymouth. We'll have both those games for you, the boys and the girls. And we're underway, and it's controlled by North Judson on the opening tip. Ladies in blue will have it. That is Tunis working to a three for Macy Morrow. That's no good. And rebound comes down to DeBoard. Her shot no good. And rebound goes out of bounds. And it will belong to Washington Township. So a couple of threes missed there by North Judson. And Washington Township now against full court pressure. It's Winship, double teamed in the left wing. Gets it out top to Walenciak. Has a pass tipped away, and it's going to be all the way to the other end. A shot by Macy Morrow is no good. She'll get her own rebound. And on the floor, chasing after it, a lot of body. Shiloh DeBoard will come out of there with it. DeBoard on the right side has Tunis. Works into the corner to Morrow. She'll come back to Tunis. Now all the way over to DeBoard on the left side. On the block, Kennedy goes to the paint. Nothing there. Kicks it into the corner. Three-point wide open look to Tunis. She can't get it to fall. Walenciak with a rebound. Has it knocked out of her hand. Ball loose on the floor, midcourt. And North Judson going to come away with it as Caitlin Tunis able to come away with that loose ball. Spins into the paint to the bucket and lays it up and good. Caitlin Tunis takes it all the way to the basket, makes it 2-0, North Judson. Pass comes across the 10-second line. Heidi Stump gets it, but tied up there by Shiloh DeBoard. It'll be North Judson basketball. Well, no, it's going to be Washington Township basketball on alternating possession. Just underway here, 2-0, North Judson in game number one of the varsity rounds of the Plymouth Holiday Tournament. Walenciak working right side, gives it up to Reeder. Now back to Walenziak on the block underneath to Campbell. And she gets fouled under there, and that's going to be on Annabelle Kennedy. It'll be her first.
Judson foul, number 40, Annabelle Kennedy.
6:49 to play here in the first. We're just underway, 2-0 North Judson, as Washington Township will trigger it in under their basket. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Nobody open, going to kick it back out top of the key. Underneath, that was to Stump. She got it right back to Walenziak, who missed the shot. And Annabelle Kennedy comes away with a rebound. 3 attempt by Kaylin Tunis, and she'll bury it. She's got all 5 North Judson points. And now a steal on the inbound. Shiloh DeBoard goes to the basket strong and is fouled down there. I believe that's going to be on Caitlin Walenziak. That'll be her first. 5-0 North Judson.
Number 23, Caitlin Walenziak. Her first, team's first.
And at the free throw line, left-hander DeBoard hits the first one. She'll get the second one. Just underway here in the first. 6-0 North Judson. Second shot is up. That one bounces around, won't drop. And the rebound comes down to Campbell for Washington Township. Valencia will bring it across the timeline. A pass knocked out of bounds. And it's going to stay Washington Township ball. And we're going to have a timeout here by Washington Township. So we're just underway. 6-0 our score. Full timeout. We'll take a break as well. You're listening to Max 98.3's Game of the Week. Judson leads Washington Township 6-0.
At Marshall County REMC, they are more than just your electric provider. They're your neighbors, your partners, and your connection to a brighter future. Since 1936, they have been powering homes, farms, and businesses with reliable service, innovative energy solutions, and a commitment to our community that never wavers. It's not just about keeping the lights on, it's about keeping our community strong. Marshall County REMC, powering progress, powering you. Learn more at marshallremc.com.
When it comes to your money, you want a bank that understands you. At First Federal Savings Bank, we offer more than just a place to deposit your paycheck. We're here for you every step of your journey. Need a loan for that new dream home? We've got you covered. Looking to save for the future? Let's make it happen together. From personal banking to business banking, we offer full-service solutions tailored to your needs, online, in person, or over the phone. No matter where you are, we're with you every step of the way. First Federal Savings Bank, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best. Borrowers must meet underwriting guidelines. First Federal Savings Bank is FDIC insured and equal housing lender. NMLS number 399927.
Back after the timeout, inbound comes to Washington Township, stolen away by Kaylin Tunis. She'll bring it across, and Judson will have it on the turnover. Coach John Gass saw something he didn't like, decided to talk about it, and his team turned it over on the corresponding inbound, knocked out of bounds, and it's going to stay North Judson basketball. 6-0, 5:52 to play here in the first. Pass comes into DeBoard. She'll work to the left side, gets to the block, now goes to the opposite block, called for travel before she can get the pass over there. And that's a turnover for North Judson. They'll go into full court pressure. They lead at 6-0. 5:44 to play in the first. Washington Township trying to break that pressure, can't do it. Steal by Caitlin Tunis. That's her second of the game, and she'll hit the bucket. Caitlin Tunis with 7 of the 8 North Judson points. Pass comes across to Valencia. She'll get it into the middle. Campbell loses the handle. Ball taken away down there by Avery Johnston, and it'll stay Washington Township ball as she'll turn it back over on the travel. 3 turnovers for Washington Township, 2 for North Judson. It's 8-0 Judson. Pass comes into the corner, knocked out of bounds. Brooklyn Campbell unable to catch it, so it'll come right back. They'll throw it in again underneath the basket. Washington Township Looking for somewhere to go with it. Nothing there. Now has Campbell. Back to Valencia. She'll take the three. Misses everything. And the rebound comes down in the hands of Johnston. First rebound for her. She'll try to go coast to coast. Kicks it in the corner. Now back out top to Kennedy. Kennedy will give it up at the top of the key to DeBoard, and they'll start the half-court offense. Working left side is Johnston. Now has it to Kennedy. Top of the key. Drives to the left side. Travels with it first. And a third turnover there for North Judson. We'll give it back to Washington Township. They trail it 8-0 with 4:46 to play. Pass will come in, and Valencia will work on the right side. Nowhere to go. Gets cut off. Now beats the defense over the timeline. Throws a pass into the paint. Couldn't be handled in there. Johnston comes away with a steal for Judson. On the break, it is Kaylin Tunis with another bucket. She's got 9 points out of the 10 North Judson points, and it's 4:24 to play. Judson with a 10-0 lead. Foul at the 10-second line. That's going to be on Tunis. That'll be her first. Tunis having a great first quarter here for the Blue Jays. 9 of their 10 points. Pass comes into Campbell. She'll give it right back to Stump. She'll try the baseline. Cut off down there by Macy Morrow. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay North Judson basketball. Washington Township trying to get it in. Finds the man in the middle, Madeline Winship. Her first touch of the night. Now a 15-foot jumper by Heidi Stump. No good. She'll fight through there for her own rebound. Now underneath, Campbell trying to make some room. Has a shot blocked. Goes into the hands of DeBoard on the steal. She'll try to break it down fast. Nothing there. They'll pull it back. Now driving to the paint, Avery Johnston. Her shot, no good. And the rebound knocked around into the hands of Heidi Stump. Stump now for Washington Township. Brings it back over the timeline. Valencia has it back to Stump. She'll drive to the right block. Lays it up, no good. Campbell fighting for the rebound underneath. She and Kaylin Tunis in a little tug of war down there. It's going to be a held ball with the possession alternating. It'll go to North Judson. 3:30 to play here in the first period. A 10-0 North Judson lead. Dribbling across is Johnston. Has it to the left side to DeBoard. DeBoard will drive it to the baseline to the block. Kicks it now. Tunis with a look at three. Off the front of the rim. Comes down. Fought for in the corner, and coming out of there with it will be DeBoard. Now Johnston with it. Left side, tries to drive, cut off. Gives it up. Now a three from Tunis. She'll bury it. They're going to say she was over the line. So Kaylin Tunis, another three. She now has 11 points, and it's 12-0 North Judson. Full court pressure here. In the middle. Campbell with it, has an open runner down the right side in Madeline Winship, but travels first. So 5 turnovers now for Washington Township. 12-0 the score. We're in the first quarter, 2:39 to play. Bringing it over, Avery Johnston works into the right corner. Has Tunis. Kennedy now DeBoard over to the left side in the hands of Morrow. Looking in the middle. Cutter is there. DeBoard lays it up with the left hand, and it's good. So an assist from Morrow and a bucket by DeBoard makes it 14-0 North Judson. More full court pressure comes across to Campbell. And now in the hands of Valencia. She'll have it in the corner. Three, wide open look. They're going to say she was over the line as well. It's going to be a 2 for Layla Reeder. So finally, Washington Township on the board with Reeder's 15-footer. And getting into the paint, Tunis has her shot blocked. And it looks like it's going to be a foul in there, and we'll send Tunis to the line to shoot 2, I believe. 14-2 the score, minute 48 to play in the first.
Washington Township foul number 1, Mackenzie Darnell. Her first, team second.
Now Tunis at the free throw line. Shot is up, and it is good.
Kaylin Tunis is the line for
Kaylin Tunis now with 12 points out of the 14 Judson points. Coming to the floor for the Blue Jays will be Gracie Craig, and Kaya Burkett will join her. Their first time to the floor. Shot is no good. Tunis will chase the rebound down, but can't chase it before it goes out of bounds. So Tunis 1 of 2 at the line, and it is 15-2 now. Coming across the timeline is Stump, and she will step out of bounds trying to beat the pressure. And another turnover for Washington Township. Pass goes to the right side, and it is in the hands of Morrow now on the loose ball, looking for somewhere to go with it. Gets it over to Burkett. She'll take it to the right side. Driving is Johnston. Now a three-point look from the left side. Gracie Craig can't get it to drop. And Winship comes away with the rebound. Now a long three from Winship, and it's contested on the rebound. We're going to have a foul on Washington Township. Believe that's going to go on number 1, Mackenzie Darnell. So Darnell will have actually her second foul. And Washington Township will give it back to North Judson. They'll bring it across. Johnston has Tunis, top of the key to Burkett. Now looking down in the corner, it's Morrow going to drive it towards the baseline, decides better of it. Gives it over to Tunis for a three. No good. Campbell rips the rebound out of there. Her second. Washington Township on the break. Mackenzie Darnell underneath has Caitlin Walensik, and she gets fouled on the way to the bucket. Pass comes into Campbell in the corner. She'll hand it off to Walensik, and it's knocked out of bounds, but a foul in the process of that.
Judson foul for 14, Macy Morrow.
15-2 our score in the first period. 31 seconds to play. Walensik will bring it in and needs to hurry. Gets it back into the backcourt. Darnell being guarded up really strongly by Burkett. Now Campbell in the paint. Kicks it in the corner. Driving to the block is Darnell. No, that's not Darnell. It's Madeline Winship. Number 1 and number 11. Numbers are a little close together sometimes for an old man like me. 15-2. And it's going to be Madeline Winship going to the free throw line for Washington Township. 23 seconds left. She'll hit the first one. Her first point of the night. She'll get a second shot. 15-3 now. 23.3 seconds to play. Second shot is up. That one is good as well. So Madeline Winship with a couple of free throws makes it 15-4. 20 seconds to play here in the first. Left side, it goes to Morrow, works back to the middle, cross court. Burkett trying to drive, nowhere there. Gets it over to Johnston from the corner for a three with 5 seconds. And it misses everything, goes out of bounds. It'll be North Judson basketballs. It went off a Washington Township player. Johnston will try to trigger it in. And it gets it to the left side of the lane. Gracie Craig standing right there for the bucket. And at the end of the quarter, a long desperation shot falls just short. And we will go to the quarter break with North Judson holding on to a 17-4 lead. We'll take a break. You're listening to Max 98.3's Game of the Week. Judson leads Washington Township 17-4.
Coke Zero is now Coke Zero Sugar with great Coke taste. Some people were excited to hear the news. Some were skeptical. So we're not going to have the star of the show you're watching come out and say, "You'll love it." No special jingle written by this week's hottest pop star. No famous internet celebs who happen to be holding the label just so. Okay, maybe just one little pour shot. The only thing that will make you believe Coke Zero Sugar has great Coke taste is trying it yourself. Ice cold Coke Zero Sugar. Try one today.
Who doesn't like pizza, right? But have you tried the pizza at Bourbon Street Pizza lately? More fresh ingredients and a new pizza sauce recipe. It's like a slice of heaven each and every time you take a bite. And now there's 16 new style of pizzas for you to choose from on the menu. And let's not forget the mouth-watering wings or their 5 different pasta dishes to choose from. Bourbon Street Pizza with area locations in Plymouth, Culver, Argus, Walkerton, Napanee, and in Bourbon. If you're looking for a quick and delicious dinner for the entire family to enjoy, look no further than a Bourbon Street Pizza location near you.
Back at Plymouth High School, Rusty Nixon with you. Varsity round basketball here in the Plymouth Holiday Tournament. Washington Township and North Judson. And the Senators will bring it in out of the quarter break. They trail it 17-4. Winship looking in the middle. Nothing there. Gets it to Stump. She'll take a 3. Off the back of the rim, and rebound fought for in the corner, and saving it inbounds. Great job by Gracie Craig. She'll get it up quickly. Down on the break, North Judson, and an interception on the pass by Campbell, and Washington Township will have it back. Then Johnson with a steal, and she gets fouled trying to drive it back to the bucket. So the teams trade turnovers there. It's going to be on Heidi Stump. It'll be her first foul. Kaylin Tunis coming to take a break for the first time today. She's having a great night. 12 points already for her. Pass comes in to Burkett. She'll give it up to Kennedy. She'll drive it to the block, to the paint, to the bucket. Annabelle Kennedy, her first bucket, makes it 19-4. Washington Township bringing across. It's Heidi Stump. Has it stolen away by DeBoard. Second steal for Shiloh. 8 turnovers now for Washington Township. And on the right side, Craig gets the pass and then takes a step before putting it on the ground. And she'll commit the turnover. 5 of those now for North Judson. Just underway here in the second quarter. 19-4 the score. Washington Township and North Judson, the Lady Janes with the lead. Full court pressure. Valencia has it taken out of her hands by DeBoard, trying to save it inbounds, does, and gives it right back to Valencia. Up quickly, right side, and Mackenzie Darnell catches it but takes one too many steps, and will give it right back. 19-4 the score. 6:47 to play here in the second quarter. Working on the right side, Craig. Looking for somewhere to go. Has Kennedy now all the way to the left side. Has Morrow. She'll kick it back out. Has it stolen away by Valencia. She'll try to go coast to coast. She does. Misses a shot. Gets her own rebound. Has it knocked out of her hands into the hands of Kennedy. North Judson with it back. They lead at 19-4. Left corner, Morrow thought about the 3. Passes it up, gives it over to Kennedy. Now right side, it goes to Craig. Right corner to DeBoard. 6:06 to play here in the second. North Judson with the basketball. They lead it. Try to forcing it into the middle. Valencia will get a steal. 7 turnovers now for North Judson. Up quickly. Layla Reeder gives it up to Valencia. She tries to get it to Campbell. Campbell kicks it into the corner. 3 attempt down there by Darnell. It's no good. And the rebound ends up in the hands of Gracie Craig. She'll go coast to coast, decides better of it, kicks it back out on the trail to Burkett. Top of the key, Kennedy now will take the 3. Nothing there. She'll get her own rebound. Drives it to the block, lays it up. It won't go in, but she'll shoot free throws. Kennedy now with 2 rebounds. And Kennedy will go to the free throw line. She's got 2 points. This is her first trip to the line tonight. Shot is up, and it's good. Coming on for Washington Township, Julia Getz. And coming back, Avery Johnson for North Judson. Madeline Winship will get her first break, and so will Macy Morrow for North Judson. Shot by Kennedy is it is good. 21-4 now, 5:26 to play. Full court pressure again. Pass by Reeder is right into the hands of Burkett. A steal, another turnover. That is number 11 for Washington Township. On the block, Gracie Craig takes a shot and just fell out of her hand, out of bounds. And North Judson will turn it right back over. 21-4, 5:09 to play. Pass comes in for Washington Township. Still trying to beat that full court press. It's giving them fits all day. Campbell has it down on the block to Getz. She'll bring it out to the corner. Now passes it back into Campbell. And Campbell gets fouled. There'll be won't be a shooting foul. They'll pass it in under the basket. And coming back to the floor is Kaylin Tunis for North Judson, as Annabelle Kennedy will take a break. And triggering it in is Valencia. Has it to Getz. She'll turn, she'll shoot, she'll make it. Julia Getz in the paint makes it 23-4. Now down in the corner, Burkett, 4:46 to play in the half. Drives it to the baseline, kicks to Tunis for 3. Just short of the basket, and Getz comes away with a rebound. Pushes it down the floor in the hands of Stump. She'll try the layup. It won't fall, and Craig will come away with her third board. On the break to board, Kayla Tunis with a 3 in transition. No good. Craig has the rebound go off her hands and into the hands of Brooklyn Campbell. Washington Township on the break. Valencia in the paint. Misses the layup. Rebound comes down to Johnston, her second. Now Judson on the break. Cross court, beautiful pass. Tunis on the trail, can't hit the layup. And the rebound in the hands of Valencia. 21-6, Judson with the lead. Washington Township with the basketball for the moment as it gets ripped out of the hands of Tunis, and now comes down to Craig with the steal. On the break, Judson. Craig can't hit the short jumper, and the rebound comes down in the hands of Valencia. It's her fourth. 21-6, 3:30 to play here in the second period. Lob pass underneath goes out of bounds, and another turnover. It's number 12 now for Washington Township in this half. Taking her first break of the afternoon will be Brooklyn Campbell. Comes to the bench. And coming back out for Washington Township is Madeline Winship. Judson with the ball. They lead at 21-6, 3:16 to play in the half. Pass gets into the hands of Tunis. Forces her way into the paint. Can't hit the layup, but gets fouled. Kaylin Tunis. 12 points already, trying to get 13 here with shot number 1 from the free throw line. And she'll roll it in there. 2 of 3 from the free throw line now. And it's 22-6, 3:07 to play. Second shot is up. That one good as well. So Tunis, 3 of 4 from the line, makes it 23-6. Pass down on the block. Winship has it blocked partially, and DeBoard will come down with it out of bounds, so it'll stay Washington Township basketball. Coming up in a while, it'll be Plymouth and New Prairie, kind of a boys-girls doubleheader. The girls' game will be first at 6 o'clock tonight. Pass into the paint. Gets able to chase it down, won't get the shot to roll in. And DeBoard comes away with her first rebound, pushes it up the floor. Tunis has Johnston for three. Bang! Tunis with the assist. Avery Johnston with the three-pointer makes it 26-6. 2:36 to play in the half. Washington Township in the hands of Darnell. Now top of the key, long three from Valencia. Won't drop, and DeBoard comes away with her second rebound. Up quickly on the break, Johnson can't get the layup to fall, and Valencia will come away with rebound number 5, her pass. Knocked out of bounds by DeBoard. It'll belong to Washington Township. Game number 1 of 3 today here at the Plymouth Holiday Tournament. We're going to be broadcasting. We'll have both Plymouth games coming up later. Shot by Stump. No, long lob pass underneath to Getz, who has it knocked out of her hand. Ball on the floor. She'll come up with it. Now looking for somewhere to go with it. And we got a whistle and a timeout as Washington Township will take a 30 to save the possession. We'll take a break as well. You're listening to Max 98.3's Game of the Week.
In a world where there's so many ways to get your news, stay connected by finding out information about your school, local news, along with sports and current events. With a subscription to the Pilot News, they bring you everything you need to know right at your fingertips or on your doorstep. Call Circulation today and ask for their monthly special. Call 574-936-3101 today. Pilot News, Marshall County's news source since 1851.
Back at Plymouth High School, Holiday Tourney action, game number 1. North Judson and Washington Township. We're in the first half, second quarter, minute 58 to play. And out of that timeout, Washington Township will have the basketball. They trail it 26-6. Pass comes in to Getz in the paint. Spin around, jumper no good. Avery Johnson comes out of there with a rebound. Up quickly, now into the corner. And it's going to be a shot by Craig on the block. No good, and Getz will come away with her second rebound. Dribbling it up is Darnell for Washington Township. Has Stump way out near the volleyball line. Back to Darnell. Looking underneath, waiting for somebody to break free. Gets it under there, and the shot isn't going to be any good. It's underneath the rim, and coming away with the shot. Tunis on the rebound, her first rebound of the day, to go with 12 points. She gets fouled trying to take it to the basket. She'll shoot some free throws.
Senator foul number 44, Julia Gates, her second, team fourth.
At the free throw line will be Kaylin Tunis. Shot is up. That one is good. Tunis leading the way here. She's got 15 points out of the 27 Judson points. She'll get a second shot here. Layla Reeder comes back to the floor for Washington Township. Second shot is good by Tunis, 5 of 6 from the line. And now Township has it back, 28-6, they trail it. Ball knocked out of the hands of Campbell, and a scramble for it on the floor. And Campbell's going to rip it out of the hands of Macy Morrow, but a tie-up is going to make it North Judson ball on the alternating possession. Minute 4 to play. Here in the first half, Judson with a 28-6 lead. Pass comes in to Johnston, works right side, has Morrow. Top of the key, Tunis will take a 2 and bury it. Kaylin Tunis just a step inside that three-point line. She's got 17 now. And a clock at 47 seconds. Another turnover forced by that North Judson pressure. That's number 13 for Washington Township here in the first half. 47 seconds, 30-6 lead for North Judson. They'll bring it in. Johnson working right side, decides to take the three, and not a bad decision. Puts it away, nothing but net, 33-6. 36 seconds left. Reeder gets it across for Washington Township. Walencic looking for somewhere to go with it, has Getz on the block. Cut off, kicks it in the corner. Walencic with three, no good. Rebound fought for underneath as Campbell rips it out of the hands of Morrow. So the tie-up will leave it as Washington Township's basketball. 20 seconds left. Washington Township has it under their basket. Kicks it in right side in the corner. It's Heidi Stump. Now back to Valencia. Goes to the top of the key. Now needs help. Gets it from Stump on the right wing. Trying to get it in on the block to Campbell. Can't get a good entry pass. Left side, 2 seconds. Tries to go underneath the Reeder. It's knocked out of bounds. 0.3 seconds left on the clock. And Washington Township will have it out of bounds. Walencic will trigger it in. Gets it to Campbell, and that's going to do it for the first half. So we have played one half of basketball. And our score here is North Judson 33 and Washington Township 6. We'll take a break. We come back, we'll have our halftime show. You're listening to Max 98.3's Game of the Week. North Judson and Washington Township at the Plymouth Holiday Tournament.
Coke Zero is now Coke Zero Sugar with great Coke taste. Some people were excited to hear the news. Some were skeptical. So we're not going to have the star of the show you're watching come out and say, "You'll love it." No special jingle written by this week's hottest pop star. No famous internet celebs who happen to be holding the label just so. Okay, maybe just one little pour shot. The only thing that will make you believe Coke Zero Sugar has great Coke taste is trying it yourself. Ice cold Coke Zero Sugar. Try one today.
When it comes to your money, you want a bank that understands you. At First Federal Savings Bank, we offer more than just a place to deposit your paycheck. We're here for you every step of your journey. Need a loan for that new dream home? We've got you covered. Looking to save for the future? Let's make it happen together. From personal banking to business banking, we offer full-service solutions tailored to your needs, online, in person, or over the phone. No matter where you are, we're with you every step of the way. First Federal Savings Bank, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best. Borrowers must meet underwriting guidelines. First Federal Savings Bank is FDIC insured and equal housing lender. NMLS number 399927.
Absolute Plumbing, Heating, Cooling of Plymouth has become one of the leading service companies in northern Indiana. Serving Marshall, Stark, St. Joe, Fulton, LaPorte, Elkhart, and Kosciuszko County since 2014. They specialize in residential, commercial plumbing, heating, and cooling services. They also handle drain cleaning, water heater repair, commercial refrigeration, furnaces, generators, and much more. And they're the area's only York brand dealer. That's why Michiana has made Absolute Heating and Cooling their one-stop shop for service needs. Locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience in the trade. Visit their website at absolutephc.com for complete service information. Absolute Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, the area's top York brand dealer.
MCF got its start in 2018 with one goal: bring fast, reliable fiber internet to Marshall County. Today, we offer lightning-fast speeds, equal upload and download with no contracts and no install fees. Whether you're working from home or streaming all night, Marshall County Fiber keeps you connected. We might be the new kid on the block, but we're growing fast, just like our internet. Visit marshallfiber.com or call 574-223-2191. MCF, making rural connections possible.
Johnson-Danielson Funeral Home has been established in the community of Plymouth since 1879, and its staff is committed to providing care that goes beyond the expected in serving today's families who call Marshall County their home. They welcome families seeking options and alternative ways to pay tribute to someone, from burial packages to pre-planning to planning a checklist. The professionals, along with caring staff at Johnson-Danielson, are available to assist your family 24 hours a day by simply calling 574-936-2829. Visit their website at johnsondanielson.com for a complete list of services. Johnson-Danielson Funeral Home, Service beyond expectation.
Absolute Plumbing, Heating, Cooling of Plymouth has become one of the leading service companies in northern Indiana. Serving Marshall, Stark, St. Joe, Fulton, LaPorte, Elkhart, and Kosciuszko County since 2014. They specialize in residential, commercial plumbing, heating, and cooling services. They also handle drain cleaning, water heater repair, commercial refrigeration, furnaces, generators, and much more. And they're the area's only York brand dealer. That's why Michiana has made Absolute Heating and Cooling their one-stop shop for service needs. Locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience in the trade. Visit their website at absolutephc.com for complete service information. Absolute Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, the area's top York brand dealer. It's the Big B Coffee Halftime Show.
And we're back at Plymouth High School. It is holiday tournament action, game number 1, North Judson against Washington Township in girls basketball action. It's the opening game of the girls tournament. Coming up after this game, it's going to be Twin Lakes against Huntington North. We will not have that game for you. We're going to take a break between these two. And then at 6 o'clock, it's varsity girls action, New Prairie against Plymouth. And then at 7:45, scheduled varsity boys action, New Prairie against Plymouth. We'll have both those games for you. And Peyton Skirvin will join me for those games tonight. But right here, it is North Judson 33, Washington Township 6 as we played the first half. Big story in this one is 13 turnovers forced by North Judson's full court pressure. That's really a big difference in this game as the Lady Blue Jays have jumped out to a big lead. Let's run down the scoring for you. First for North Judson, it was Gracie Craig off the bench, had a bucket for 2, also had 3 rebounds to go with that in that second quarter. Shiloh DeBoard with 3 points. She also had a couple of boards and a couple of steals. Kaylin Tunis, 18 points in the first half. Had a rebound and a couple of steals to go with that, but a very big first half, especially first quarter, as Tunis had 15 of those points in the first quarter. Avery Johnston hit a couple of threes for 6 points, had 3 boards to go with that. That's the scoring for North Judson. Now for Washington Township was Madeline Winship with a couple of free throws for 2 points. And Layla Reeder had a bucket for 2. Caitlin Walensiak didn't score, but had 5 rebounds and a couple of steals for the Lady Senators. Brooklyn Campbell, 3 rebounds. And Julia Getz had the other 2 points for Washington Township on a rebound bucket. And that's your scoring for the first half. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have more of our halftime show. You're listening to Max 98.3's Game of the Week, Plymouth Holiday Tournament action.
McDonald's restaurants in Plymouth and Bremen, Indiana are now owned and operated by local residents Bill and Flo Bolt. Bolt Enterprises are proud to own and operate all 4 McDonald's restaurants in Marshall County. Become part of the McDonald's family today with Bolt Enterprises McDonald's. Absolute Plumbing, Heating, Cooling of Plymouth has become one of the leading service companies in northern Indiana. Serving Marshall, Stark, St. Joe, Fulton, LaPorte, Elkhart, and Kosciuszko County since 2014. They specialize in residential, commercial plumbing, heating, and cooling services. They also handle drain cleaning, water heater repair, commercial refrigeration, furnaces, generators, and much more. And they're the area's only York brand dealer. That's why Michiana has made Absolute Heating and Cooling their one-stop shop for service needs. Locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience in the trade. Visit their website at absolutephc.com for complete service information. Absolute Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, the area's top York brand dealer.
Johnson Danielson Funeral Home has been established in the community of Plymouth since 1879, and its staff is committed to providing care that goes beyond the expected in serving today's families who call Marshall County their home. They welcome families seeking options and alternative ways to pay tribute to someone, from burial packages to pre-planning to planning a checklist. The professionals, along with caring staff at Johnson Danielson, are available to assist your family 24 hours a day by simply calling 574-936-2829. Visit their website at johnsondanielson.com for a complete list of services. Johnson Danielson Funeral Home. Service beyond expectation.
Back at Plymouth High School, Rusty Nixon with you. Game number 1 of varsity action in the Plymouth Holiday Tournament. Washington Township and North Judson. The Lady Jays lead it 33-6 here at halftime. And we'll run down the scoring as we did before. We'll run down some other scores here around the areas. I'll tell you what, Peru and Warsaw. Warsaw 89, Peru 25. They are doing that to everybody. That team is in another realm. Not going to be surprised to see them playing for a state championship at all. We saw them here at Plymouth a few weeks ago, and they are very, very good. Of course, here North Judson and Washington Township. North Judson with a 33-6 lead. Elsewhere, Manchester is taking on Northwestern in girls action. A little bit later here tonight, it'll be Plymouth and New Prairie. That starts at 6 o'clock. We'll have that game for you. Indianapolis Cardinal Ritter will take on Warsaw. It's obviously a holiday tournament. That'll come up a little bit later here at 6 o'clock. Glenn and LaPorte. Glenn at 11-2 on the year. Big challenge with LaPorte as that game will start about 7 o'clock tonight. And Rochester has not got an opponent yet. They're obviously waiting for their holiday tournament opponent. And that's the girls' action around the area. For the boys, once again, it's Plymouth and New Prairie coming up a little bit later here. LaVille is going to take on South Central. Actually, that game is done. We don't have a score. Leo defeated Tippecanoe Valley earlier, 44-39. South Bend Career Academy and Glen, that game is underway. And let's see. As I said, we've got Plymouth coming up with New Prairie. Also coming up here in just a few moments, we'll have Twin Lakes taking on Huntington North in the holiday tournament action. That's just some of the scores. Glen and Wawasee a little bit later tonight. North Judson has the ball out of the halftime break. And Avery Johnson, top of the key, passes up the 3. Works it over to Morrow. Now hands it off to Tunis. Tunis. She'll take the shot. In and out. Rebound comes down to Brooklyn Campbell, her 4th. And Washington Township will have their first possession of the second half. And a quick foul right away as Morrow gets a little bit too much on the hand check. And Washington Township will have it out of bounds. Macy Morrow with her second foul here of the afternoon. And dribbling across, Valencia has it over to, Winship in the corner. Down to Campbell on the block, and it's good. Brooklyn Campbell with a bucket as Layla Reeder able to get her a nice pass into the block. 33-8 now. North Judson with the basketball and the lead. DeBoard looking to the left, now comes back right to Kennedy. Gets it over to Johnston. Now Kennedy top of the key. She'll drive the paint, spin move, throws up a shot, no good. Rebound loose, and Morrow has it in her hands, has it taken away by Layla Reeder. Washington Township on the break, 3 attempt. Heidi Stump off the back of the rim. Rebound fought for underneath. And Kaylin Tunis and Brooklyn Campbell get tied up under there. And that's going to be a foul on Campbell. First foul on Campbell. And 6:38 to play. 33-8 the score. North Judson with the basketball. They lead it. Left side it goes to Morrow. She'll try to dribble into the block. Gets there but gets cut off. Now gives it up to Kennedy. She'll have to chase it down out towards the timeline. Right side Johnston, top of the key to Kennedy. Left side to Board. Thought about driving it. Gets to the block and kicks it away. She'll give it to Morrow. Top of the key, Tunis. She'll work into the paint to Board on the break. Has a shot blocked by Campbell. And Washington Township will come away with the basketball. 33-8, they trail it on the block. Campbell, and going to get a foul here by Kennedy. She tried to get in front that pass and couldn't quite get her feet there.
Judson foul number 40, Annabelle Kennedy.
Annabelle Kennedy going to get the foul. That'll be number 3 on her. And Washington Township will have it under the basket. Valencia needs to find somebody quickly. Gets it into Winship. Her shot is blocked, and DeBoard comes away with the rebound. Into the paint. Kennedy with a fall-away jumper, no good. And the rebound comes down to Stump. Athletic move by Kennedy. Just couldn't get it to drop. Reeder now has it up quickly. Winship looking in the paint. Tries to get it into Campbell. Stolen away there by Johnston. On the break, Tunis will take it to the bucket and lay it in. Kaylin Tunis makes it 35-8. Pass is deflected. Walencic will get it back. Gets it across to Madeline Winship. Now back to Walencic. Winship, head fake, gets into the paint. Her short jumper goes down. Madeline Winship with a nice move. Puts 2 on the board. Makes it 35-10. 4:58 to play here in the third quarter. Judson with the ball. They lead it. DeBoard thought about the jumper. Gives it up out towards the top of the key to Morrow. Back to DeBoard. Right side, Kennedy. Top of the key to Johnston. Handing it off back and forth. Into the paint, and a blocked shot as Tunis had a good look. But coming in there and blocking the shot is Walencic. She'll try to bring it across the timeline and gets fouled, and we'll see who that's going to be on. I think it's going to be on DeBoard. Be the first foul on DeBoard. And Washington Township will have it back. 35-10, 4:26 to play. Pass comes into Heidi Stump. She'll work at top of the key. Gets a screen from the middleman, Brooklyn Campbell. Now back to DeBoard, or I should say back to Campbell on the block. Has it knocked out of her hands by Avery Johnston, a steal. And the first turnover of the second half, all the way to the other end. Kennedy waiting, takes the pass, makes the bucket. And she's got 6 points now. It is 37-10. Another steal on the inbound, this time by Morrow. The ball gets knocked out of bounds as she tried to go to the bucket. And it was off of her, so it's going to come back the other way. Washington Township with the possession now. They'll bring it up the court. Avery Johnson takes it away. Another turnover. 15 now. Long three from Tunis. Buries it. Kaylin Tunis having a day. 37-13.
Judson foul number 11, Kaylin Tunis.
Now she'll pick up a foul. That'll be her second. Tunis, 23 points right now. 40-10 lead for North Judson. Tunis having an unbelievable afternoon. Steal, Morrow on the way to the basket, trying to go coast to coast. She will. Macy Morrow, a steal and a bucket. 16 turnovers forced by this full court pressure of North Judson. 3:13, another one. Morrow with a steal. Tries to shoot the layup. It's partially blocked out of bounds. It'll stay. North Judson basketball. But yet another turnover as Washington Township struggling against this full court pressure. They'll send Getz back to the floor. They'll give, Campbell will stay out there. And Mackenzie Darnell will also come out for the first time in this half. Sitting down for a break, Madeline Winship. Pass comes in to DeBoard. She'll go top of the key to Kennedy. Kennedy nowhere to go. Kicks it over to Morrow. Now a long three from Johnson off the front of the rim. And in the hands of Layla Reeder for the rebound. She has it taken away. Tunis underneath will hit the bucket. DeBoard with a steal. And the pass. And Tunis with the bucket. And that's going to bring a full timeout from Washington Township. We'll take one as well. You're listening to Max 98.3's Game of the Week. It is 44-10, North Judson out in front.
There's a trend happening around the educational world. More and more high school graduates are attending smaller community colleges to start their educational journey. At Marian University's Ancilla College, we welcome students from all walks of life. The opportunities at Marian University are endless, from living on campus to being a collegiate student athlete. From day one, your professors will help you create a plan for a success at Marian and beyond. Find out more about Marian University's Ancilla College through our website at marian.edu/Ancilla today. McDonald's restaurants in Plymouth and Bremen, Indiana are now owned and operated by local residents Bill and Flo Bolt. Bolt Enterprises are proud to own and operate all 4 McDonald's restaurants in Marshall County. Become part of the McDonald's family today with Bolt Enterprises McDonald's.
Back at Plymouth High School, Rusty Nixon with you. Holiday Tournament action. Washington Township and North Judson here. 44-10, North Judson with the lead. And Washington Township, out of their own timeout, has the pass in, and it's knocked away again. To the bucket for North Judson is Morrow. She'll bring it back out. Now Kennedy drives it. Nowhere to go. Spin move in the paint. Has it partially blocked. And Getz comes away with a rebound for Washington. Up quickly. 3-point attempt in transition by Darnell. It's short, and it'll go out of bounds on the rebound. It'll belong to North Judson as they have a 44-10 lead. Coming up after this one, it'll be boys action. We will take a break on that one. It'll be Huntington North against Twin Lakes. And then we'll be back at 6 o'clock with the girls game, Plymouth against New Prairie. Driving into the paint is Kennedy. She's knocked to the floor. She'll go to the free throw line to shoot some extras. 44-10, our score, 2:03 to play here in the third. Annabelle Kennedy will step to the free throw line. She's got 6 points so far today, couple of rebounds. Trying to add to that point total. Shot is up and good by Kennedy. Boy, Kaylin Tunis with 25 points so far. Having a great night. Coming out to the floor for the first time, Olivia Calvert for Washington Township, as Reeder will take a break here. Second shot by Kennedy is up and good. 4 for 4. Perfect from the line today for Annabelle. 46-10, 2 minutes to play here in the third. Bringing it down on the right side. Calvert tries to get it into Getz. Ball is knocked away, and it'll come back to North Judson. Hannah Hawkins-Weisner dribbling the basketball. Gives it up to Morrow. She'll take it to the paint. Has it kicked out of bounds. It'll stay North Judson ball. And North Judson will trigger it in. They lead it 46-10. Minute 10 to play. And pass comes into Craig. She'll kick it to Kennedy. Kennedy buries it. 2-pointer. And Kennedy now with 10 points. Makes it 48-10. Washington Township brings it across. Walensiak has it over to Stump. She'll drive it to the left side on the block to Campbell, who will hit it. Campbell with a good entry pass from Stump. Makes the bucket, and she'll go to the free throw line. 38 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Her first team's fifth of the quarter. Campbell will line for 1.
Campbell will shoot 1 here. Trying to make a traditional three-point play. She won't. Rebound comes long into the hands of Kaya Burkett of North Judson. She'll bring it across herself. Kicks it over into the corner. Drive on the baseline. Nothing there. Kicks it out to Morrow. Morrow has it on the right side. Dribbling. Nothing there. Kicks it to Burkett. Kennedy now takes it to the paint. We're going to get a whistle and a travel call. 5 seconds left here in the third quarter. And I think that's going to be the last play with the running clock. It is. So 48 for Judson and 12 for Washington Township. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the final 8. You're listening to Max 98.3. Game of the week, Plymouth Holiday Tournament action.
MCF got its start in 2018 with one goal: bring fast, reliable fiber internet to Marshall County. Today, we offer lightning-fast speeds, equal upload and download with no contracts and no install fees. Whether you're working from home or streaming all night, Marshall County Fiber keeps you connected. We might be the new kid on the block, but we're growing fast, just like our internet. Visit marshallfiber.com or call 574-223-2191. MCF, making rural connections possible.
In a world where there's so many ways to get your news, stay connected by finding out information about your school, local news, along with sports and current events. With a subscription to the Pilot News, they bring you everything you need to know right at your fingertips or on your doorstep. Call Circulation today and ask for their monthly special. Call 574-936-3101 today. Pilot News, Marshall County's news source since 1851.
We head to the final 8 here at Plymouth. It is 48-12. North Judson leads Washington Township. Senators will have it out of the quarter break. Trying to get something going here. Gets way out away from the basket. They'll lob it in to Campbell. Thought about it. Nice pass to the other block. Standing there all alone, Olivia Calvert. Good court vision by Campbell. And a quick run up the floor here for North Judson as Mally Sievers on the floor for the first time tonight. And we've got a foul here on Heidi Stump. That'll be number 2 on her. Pass comes in to Sievers in the corner. A lot of new names here for North Judson, as this game is in firm control right now with 7 to play. Running clock. Pass on the block. Craig tries to save it in. Can't do it, and it'll go back the other way. 48-14, 6:50 to play here. Game number 1 of the Plymouth Holiday Tournament. Don't go too far. We have a game coming up here in just a moment between Twin Lakes and Huntington North. That is the boys' first round game. And then after that, it'll be Plymouth against New Prairie girls basketball action. Peyton Skirvin will join me for that one. And then we will stay right here for Plymouth and New Prairie, the boys' game. Coming up after that, quick pass on the right side. Stump with a shot, no good. Campbell comes out of there with a rebound. Good job by Campbell fighting inside, trying to keep it alive. Stump loses control on the ground. It's tied up, and it'll go back to North Judson here with 6:05 to play. Gracie Craig will bring it in. And traveling called here as Judson with just their 10th turnover of the day. The big story here is 17 turnovers for Washington Township. Has really been what's enabled North Judson to build this lead. The Senators have had a lot of trouble breaking that full court pressure. Pass, lob underneath to Getz. Gets fouled on the way to the bucket, and she'll shoot 2. That one's going to be on Charlize Boyd. Be her first.
Judson foul number 30, Charlize Boyd, her first, team's first.
And that'll send Julia Getz to the free throw line with 5:18 to play. Shot is good.
Julia Gates to the line.
Gates with 3 points now. We'll get the second one. That one is up, and that one is off the back of the rim. Rebound fought for underneath, and Grace Craig asserts herself, gets it away. It's going to be a foul on number 11, Madeline Winship. So it'll stay Judson ball for just a second because Heidi Stump steals the inbound pass and scores it and makes it 48-17. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Blue Jay ball. Clock running at 4:48. 48-17 the score. And Craig will take a seat. Coming to the floor for the first time tonight, Braylon Lewandowski. Pass goes on the baseline. Burkett kicks it. Driving it into the paint, kicks it over to Mally Sievers, and she'll get fouled on the block. It'll be out of bounds under the basket. That one going to be on Madeline Winship as well. Number 2 on her. And Jody Stump will come to the floor for the first time today for Washington Township as Brooklyn Campbell will take a seat. Pass comes in for North Judson. Burkett has it, gives it up to Boyd. Boyd works to the middle. Has it to Sievers. Gives it back to Boyd. Now over to Burkett. Looking on the baseline, nothing there. Kicks it back out to Lewandowski. She'll dribble it to the block, to the paint. Kicks it into the corner. Thought about it. Sievers should have shot it. Thought about it, took a step on the way to shooting it, and she will be called for the travel. So 12 turnovers now for North Judson. 48-17, 3:23 to play in this first round game of the Plymouth Holiday Tournament. Stump has it over to Walenziak. She'll take the 3, no good. Chased into the corner on the rebound, goes out of bounds. It'll stay Washington. Well, actually, they're going to give it to North Judson. So Judson with it. They lead it 48-17. We'll take a break while Huntington North plays Twin Lakes here in game number 2, the boys' first round game. And then coming up at 6, we'll have Plymouth and New Prairie girls for you. And then we'll come back at 7:45 for the boys' game.
Rebound bucket number 4.
And that's a good bucket by North Judson, 50-17 the score. 2:23 to play. Pass goes down low. Winship spins, shoots, makes it. Madeline Winship with a bucket. Makes it 50-19. Down on the baseline, driving it is Amelia Chapin. She can't get it to fall, but gets fouled. And the clock will continue to run. I think it's going to be out of bounds underneath for Judson with under 2 minutes to play. 50-19. It's going to be on Winship. That's number 4 on her. And the first shot here by Chappins is good. So Chapins with a point. She'll get a second shot. That one is up, and that one is no good. And the rebound comes down to Judson. Lewandowski puts it up, won't fall. Now Washington Township brings it across. Stump heads to the bucket, heads to the lane, gets there, won't fall. Rebound to Gates. She can't get it to fall. Rebound to Stump. She can't get it to fall. Now Gates again will finally make it fall. Julia Gates, a couple of rebounds, finally a bucket. And it's 51-21, minute 26. Pass in the right side. 3 attempt there by Lewandowski. It won't drop. Rebound comes down. Gates will try to push it all the way to the other end. She does. It will not drop. Rebound goes out of bounds. It'll go back to North Judson with 1:04 to play. Judson going to come away with a win here. 51-21 the score. right now with under a minute to play. Lady Jays with a basketball. Drive by Sievers. She gets cut off. Falls to the floor. Ball goes loose, and coming away with it is Heidi Stump. She'll push the issue. Nowhere to go. Kicks it underneath. Gates tried to make the play. Couldn't. And Lewandowski with the steal. Trying to go coast to coast. Has it knocked out of bounds with under 30 seconds to play here. Don't forget, we will take a break between games here. We will come back at 6 o'clock as Plymouth will take on New Prairie girls basketball action. Pass comes in. Tegan Benson with it. All the way around to the other side. Sievers will drive it. She'll shoot it. She'll hit it. And that should do it. Sievers with the bucket. And that'll be it. So Mally Sievers will end it with a layup. Makes it 53-21. She'll get some free throws here, even though the game is over. Got fouled on that drive, so they're shoving everybody out of there. As Sievers will get a couple of shots here, or at least one shot. She made the layup, so trying for 3 points here, and she will not get it. So Sievers gets the bucket, but not the three-point play, and that'll officially end this one. So game number one in the girls' round of the Plymouth Holiday Tournament is in the hands of North Judson. They win it by a final of 53-21. We'll be right back with our postgame show. You're listening to Max 98.3's Game of the Week Plymouth Holiday Tournament action.
Restaurants in Plymouth and Bremen, Indiana are now owned and operated by local residents Bill and Flo Bolt. Bolt Enterprises are proud to own and operate all 4 McDonald's restaurants in Marshall County. Become part of the McDonald's family today with Bolt Enterprises McDonald's. Absolute Plumbing, Heating, Cooling of Plymouth has become one of the leading service companies in northern Indiana. Serving Marshall, Stark, St. Joe, Fulton, LaPorte, Elkhart, and Kosciuszko County since 2014. They specialize in residential, commercial plumbing, heating, and cooling services. They also handle drain cleaning, water heater repair, commercial refrigeration, furnaces, generators, and much more. And they're the area's only York brand dealer. That's why Michiana has made Absolute Heating and Cooling their one-stop shop for service needs. Locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience in the trade. Visit their website at absolutephc.com for complete service information. Absolute Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, the area's top York brand dealer.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki jet skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina.
Back at Plymouth High School, Rusty Dixon with you. It's our post-game show. We really only have one thing to do here, and that is to name our player of the game. I don't think there's much doubt. Let's run down some of the scoring first of all before we get to that. So for Washington Township, it was Heidi Stump with 2 points. She had 5 rebounds as well. Madeline Winship had 6 points. Layla Reeder with 2 points. It was Olivia Calvert off the bench for 2 in that fourth quarter. Brooklyn Campbell had 4, also had 6 rebounds to go along with that. And Julia Gates with 5 points off the bench. She had 5 boards as well. For North Judson, it was Chapins with a free throw off the bench. She had 1 point, Amelia. Grace Craig had a bucket for 2 points. Also had 3 rebounds to go with that. Shiloh DeBoard had 3 points, 3 boards. Macy Morrow had a basket for 2 points. Avery Johnston hit a couple of threes. She had 6. Mallie Sievers right at the end hit that bucket for 2, but the big scorer tonight are obviously our player of the game. Not much question about it. Kaylin Tunis, 25 points. She had 15 of those in the first quarter and then spent a lot of time on the bench. They didn't need her out there. So Tunis with a huge night, 25 points to lead North Judson, and she is our Max 98.3 player of the game. Well, that's going to do it for game 1. Stick around. We're going to go back to the studio for music here, and then we're going to come back and we will have game 1 of the Plymouth end of this doubleheader. The girls and boys doubleheader coming up in just a little while. That'll be at 6 o'clock. We'll be here for the girls game against New Prairie, and then once again after that one is over, we will have immediately afterwards the boys game. So a boy-girl doubleheader here for Plymouth, as the boys also will take on New Prairie, and that's slated to start about 7:45. And Peyton Skirvin will join me for that one when we get there, but that's not till 6 o'clock. So come back and join us about, 5:45, 5:30. We should be back on the air. We'll have our pregame, and we'll go from there. But 6 o'clock is the tip-off tonight for Plymouth against New Prairie girls. It followed immediately by the boys game right after that. So we're going to go back to the studio now. We'll be back at 6 o'clock, and we'll talk to you then.